All right, all right, all right. Hello and welcome. I always am nervous in the beginning of these because I'm trying to learn. Let's see if this will load. I'm trying to learn to make sure that I am doing the maths right. We had an issue last time. So remember, please, uh every time we do get into this, remind me where you're watching from, and also tell me if you can hear. And we need to make sure that everybody's on the same page when we start, so that we move on together to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Um, so again, please do let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you can hear me. If I'm too low, I can talk louder. Now, the purpose of today's video on live is to show you guys the prices of the apartments in Russia. Now, please do keep in mind that like an apartment in Russia is a kvartira, I think. Ksush. It's a kvartira, da, and the the important thing you need to know is that not every apartment in Russia you can actually register. So if you come to Russia to live for an extended time of like a longer period, you will have to register under an address in Russia. Hotels will do this for you. Private housing, like if you are with a friend, they can do it for you. But if you come to Russia, you will have to register yourself. Some apartment owners will not do it for you. So you have to watch out for that. These are long-term rentals. Like you're going to be here long term. This is what we're looking at. Um, and yeah, I wanted to clear that up. We're looking at long-term rentals that will in the future, like if you were to come, would be able to register under this address, okay? Hopefully. Um, so I want to start off with a few reading a few of your guys' comments, but also I want to talk about my latest video. I wanted to clear up what happened. If you didn't watch that video yet, it's where I talk about like land grabbing in Russia, which is one of the biggest problems you might encounter if you buy land in Russia. It happens everywhere, right? So if it happens everywhere, you should expect it that it would probably happen in Russia. Привет. Oh, Massachusetts. Really cool. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Now, I want to talk about the land grabbing in Russia before we go into the apartments, because you need to know that you have to do everything legally. Ksenia and I, we had issues not with the neighbor. The neighbor wasn't grabbing our land. Nobody was taking our land. It was the government who was taking our land. So a lot of people were complaining like, "Oh, you're not even a Russian, so this neighbor was there before you." No, this is not the case, guys. And this is not the case. The problem is that the neighbor, he built his wall on the road. He stole from the government. He stole the road from the local administration, okay? You need to make that really clear in your head. He didn't touch our land. The problem is that when he stole the land from the government, then the government said, "Hey, where's our road?" Then they came to us and said, "Well, we'll take your 100 meters squared and sign this piece of paper so you can give us this land." And that is what happened. So a lot of people were confused. We were not in fighting with the neighbor. It was the government, the local government, who tried to take the land. And this is where it gets really interesting. I hope you guys are paying attention, because it's actually multiple layered cake here. When the front neighbor stole the land of the road, then the neighbor in the back needed a road for himself. But he couldn't get the road anymore because the neighbor already took the road. Okay, so what happened is the neighbor in the back called a higher government than our town government. What is it called, Sush? Ros Riester. Ros Riester, something like this. Which these are the surveyors for, like, I guess, Russian Federation. These people make sure that the points are right above the local administration. So, are you guys kind of understanding now? Uh, we were not in problems with the neighbors. We were in problems with the government who wanted us to sign away our land. We fought back. Um, Now the Russian surveyor, like the Russian Federation surveyors, said, "Wait a minute, you guys." The Russian government told my town that they need to take the land back from the other guy and get the road back. And this has nothing to do with 1991 and claiming things. No, guys, this is someone who built their wall on a road. This is illegal anytime since the invention of roads. When a government puts a road, you don't take the road. Roads are sacred to, like, every country that's ever had roads. So we weren't fighting our neighbor. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, hello and welcome to today's live. I have a really cool show for you guys. I want to show you rent prices. I want to show you the price of rent in major cities in Russia, also smaller cities, and everything in between. And good morning, good morning to Vancouver Island, Canada. Wow, really cool. Not a place I see all the time. Saludos desde Argentina, te escucho muy bien. Muchas gracias, hermano o hermana. Te llamas Batnik, Gaucho. Bueno, no sé. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the show now. Now remember what I said. Uh, Kvartira is what we call it here in Russia, and this is what you're gonna be looking for uh, when you decide to rent instead of buy, because a lot of you will have to rent first. Here we go. I have my my calculator out for you so that you guys can see. Um, you guys will be able to see the price. We're gonna do it live while we look at the prices. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the first one that I have for you. This is gonna be in Moscow. Now, what I'm gonna do first is show you the location in Moscow. Okay, so you can see this is, oh, sorry, we're starting in St. Petersburg. I'm sorry, this is a St. Petersburg apartment, and you can see it is in the outside of St. Petersburg, and for the most part, it's still in city limits. Obviously, this is going to be 50,000 rubles, and we're just going to plug it in. And it equals $557 a month. Okay, so this first one is for $560 basically. So let's look at the pictures. This is the view from the window. You already saw where this one was placed. Inside, it looks like basically one of those old style apartments. You have a nice living room, a kitchen area. All looks like it's an electric stove, and it has that bed on top, I'm guessing. So it's a single room. It's almost like a studio. You see that? This is for $560. Yes, it has a bed on the top, washing machine, bathroom, nice looking bathroom. All right. What do you guys think? The apartment itself is pretty nice. The apartment itself is pretty nice, but the location is actually not so far from the center of St. Petersburg, and you're looking under $600. So I think that's a really good deal. Um, yeah, the exchange rate is the Google exchange rate at the moment. Yeah, so Jay's right. We're gonna see like 85 rubles per dollar if you bring cash. This is probably the amount, maybe sometimes under that. So what you see on Google, it's usually a few rubles below, sometimes a little bit above. Let's look at the next one. Um, that one was under $600, and I'm gonna go higher and higher every time. Hello, Eddie. Eddie, if you want to get on, you just have to let me know, and I'll send you the link, brother, because you live in Moscow, and you could probably talk about rent prices in Moscow. Just let you know. All right, we're gonna move on to the uh, next, next one here. This again was under $600, 500 and let's see, that one was $557. Okay, this one's 75,000 rubles. This one's 835. Okay, we're gonna get to the pictures a little bit. What do you guys think from the outside? I always think it's beautiful seeing these. This one's $835. Look at this is the building that you can live in for about that much. Let's look at the location of that one. Let's see where in St. Petersburg it is. Here's the map. Okay, okay, this one seems to be a little bit closer to the center. The, the center is somewhere around here, obviously, because these are the biggest, most well-known buildings. So you can see how close to the center you are. Look at that. It tells you all the different things that you can get to within walking distances. Everything's within 15 minutes of walking distance. Okay, so now let's go look at the pictures of this one. Of course, this is the outside building. Really cool here. This is the inside, very fancy. Now, please pay attention that not all apartments in Russia will be electric, like for the stove. I'm not sure what this one is, but wow, look at that. Under $900 for this apartment, almost in the center of St. Petersburg. It has a nice little small living room, like a smaller room. The bathroom's nice. Pull-up bar. All right. Not a nice, not a bad, not a bad apartment there. What do you think about that one, huh? That one was almost at the center of St. Petersburg. Um, Yeah, I will be okay, I can look at different, apartments. What I'm doing right now is just showing the ones that I have pre-saved, and I will be looking at different ones, okay, guys? These are obviously practical for, like, 1 or 2 people, young couples, I guess. But don't be discouraged because we will be looking at ones with, like, 3 rooms, 4 rooms, something that actually is livable. I just wanna show you, uh, the the ones that we can find right now. We're gonna move on to I think this is going to be the most expensive one that I found. This one's in Moscow. Okay, guys, we're gonna go over now to Moscow. Let's see Moscow. Now you can see the map, and this one is probably like in the third, fourth, fifth ring of Moscow. I'm not sure, but this one's not near the center, but it's close to a line of trains. You see these little M's, the metros? The metros actually connect you with the rest of the city, so you can just go to the first stop that's really close next to it, and you can get to the center of Moscow. Now, this one is going to be 90,000 rubles. Now you see, you went from St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is expensive. Moscow is expensive too. And this one's gonna be 1,300, I mean, $1,003. Wow, okay. Let me copy this so you guys can have it on. X out of this one. Okay, this is gonna be the Moscow apartment. I'll show you again the how it is. Let's paste the price. So right here, this is an apartment in Moscow, in the city of Moscow. Remember, these apartments that I found for you guys are not the best for family size. So we're gonna go over like the 1 to 2 people apartments first. We already went through St. Petersburg. Now we're going through Moscow. This is pretty close to the center, but you're basically at the center with the train at $1,000. Can you guys tell me? Type in your chat. I want to know how much you guys are paying. How much are you guys paying for in your country right now for rent? Tell me the amount that you're paying for rent, but also tell me where you're watching from again, so that we can see what's happening. So look, Grassy Knoll lets us know average rent in Seattle is $3,000 a month for a 2 bedroom. Wow, wow. Yeah, before we move on to seeing the Moscow apartment, everybody just if you're comfortable with letting us know how much you're paying for rent and where you're watching from, that would be really helpful. I pay $2,000 a month for rent in Vancouver Island, Canada. Really interesting. 1,600 is not bad. But this is Florida, right? This is not bad. All right, Minnesota. Really cool. I like when the utilities are included. Look at this, guys. I'm paying $600, 1 bedroom, 1 bath in Moscow. Really cool. Because you have to understand, you have more opportunities in Moscow than some of these places that you guys are naming. I don't want to sound like a rude person, but Moscow has probably more opportunities than a random town in Minnesota. My sister pays 2,200 for a 2 bedroom here in Massachusetts. No, for a 2 bedroom, actually, it's not bad. Depending on what part of Massachusetts you're in, actually, Massachusetts is a pretty strong state. So in California, you're looking a lot more than that. I pay 400 euros in the UK with housing benefit. Nice. Let's see. I'm in upstate New York and we pay for our house 850 a month. Really cool. Really cool. All right, guys, let's go back to the apartment and let's see it. Let's see what Moscow apartment looks like. Thank you so much for sharing your payments, guys. This is the inside of this one. Remember, this one's gonna be about $1,000. This is the outside of the building. Now, remember, the metro line is very close to this apartment building, and a metro connects you to the rest of the city. So there you go. Pretty nice inside. I don't like the purple though, but it's one bedroom, it looks like. There's the kitchen. That's the bed. The views are not so bad from the kitchen. That's the entrance hall, and I'm assuming that that was the bathroom also. Alright, there we go. That was the first Moscow apartment. Not bad at all for under $1,000, which connects you to the rest of the city on the train line. Really impressive. Wow. Thank you so much for the support. Wow, this so GD is in Guam. Guam is I think it's in the Pacific Ocean, right? And he says $2,450. That sounds unreal to me. $2,450 for a place in Guam. I guess because it's an island, it's gonna cost a little bit more. Wow, that's really interesting. GD, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I'm super, super curious as to why Guam costs more than some places. Do you sign a lease there? Oh, so look, you're going to sign. Sush, how long was the contract in Irkutsk for the was it 1 year at a time for renting? But you can choose whatever you want. Mm. You talk to the owner and you Okay, yeah. So Ksenia is letting me know. My wife is here laying, sitting next to me. She's letting me know that actually in Russia you could probably get like 6 months, 1 year. It's a little bit more lenient. The owner of the apartment will fix the the agreement with you. Okay, so you can have sometimes like 6 months, 1 year. That's how it is. Okay, guys, we're gonna move on to the next place in Moscow. Thank you so much for that question. Hopefully, you guys are getting your questions answered. We're gonna move on to the next apartment that I found in Moscow. Now, guys, this one's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Let's see, 146. This one actually is gonna make a big jump. This is gonna make a big jump, and I hope you guys are ready for it. Here we go. This is 146,500 rubles. And we have the conversion right here. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna make it so where you guys can. Here's the conversion. All right, so this now we're talking about almost like Western prices here, guys. Look at us. We're at $1,632. It's funny. The answer is no, thank you. But there's many streets here in Russia called Karla Marxa Ulica. So here we go. Now we're getting to prices that some of you guys are probably more used to seeing is $1,632. This is in Moscow. Let's see what part of Moscow this is in, guys. I'm really excited to show you this one because now we're looking at pretty expensive stuff. Okay, now we're talking. You see that? Now this is almost at the center here, right next to the metro line here. You're looking at a really close metro line. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right, let's look at the photos of this apartment. This is what it looks like outside. You can see that it's a beautiful, clean street. Look at how clean that street is. Even for a random internet picture, this is really, really clean. This is what you have to expect if you're gonna live in Moscow. It's really, really beautiful, really clean. Thank you so much for watching from Myanmar. Let's see. Okay, nice little trees. Oh, actually, this is the apartment. That was the view from the front. Okay, this one looks to be also gas stove, and I'm mentioning that because again, not all of them are the same. Just a cool fact. This one looks way more homey. Seems to have 2 bedrooms. Is that 2 or 3 bedrooms now? Okay, that's two. In Russia, wow, they have 3 bedrooms. This is basic. I'll count the rooms right now. This one looks like a real apartment where you can actually take your family. Okay. This one right here is what Jay was talking about, our moderator. Like, look for something that's more homey. I think this is it. I think this is it. This is uh the homey style vibes that we're looking for, guys. Look at that. Has a bidet. Oh wow, bidet style toilet. Really cool. Now this one is really a good price. Like this one, I believe $1,632 to be almost at the center and have 3 rooms. That is really good. That is optimal. That's a whole family. So you have 2 incomes. You have 2 people earning money in the city of Moscow. This is a really good location. Thank you, my friend, for supporting the channel and becoming a member. Thank you so much. With the Russian hot water pipe towel warmers, yeah, but they're also there to dry stuff and warm the apartment. Uh, oh yeah, 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 yeah. But I called it a bidet style because it has water. I know what the bidet is for. It's like hygienic toilet, I understand, but I didn't know that that's what you call it, hygienic toilet. Let's see, guys. So that one was for 1,600. 1,600. That is so good in my opinion. You don't usually see something that's going to be worth it, but this apartment is like a real home. So if you're, let's say you're a retired couple, this would be a perfect location, almost at the center of Moscow. And for 2 retired people, for $1,600 a month to live in Moscow, not a big deal. I mean, not a big problem for you guys to pay. I'm not trying to sell you in moving to Moscow, but this apartment here is certainly probably the best one we've found so far. This is a really good point here. So M. Nevin says, I'm in a 2 bedroom apartment here in New Jersey, United States. My rent is $1,200 a month, and that's only because I lived here for years. It, I would likely, it would likely rent for close to $2,000 to a new renter. That's absolutely true, and that is what I'm talking about. A lot of people kind of sleep on Russia as a retirement country, but if you're paying upwards to $2,000 to live in like a city like New Jersey, let's be honest, it's not really a vibrant city anymore, right? I'm sorry, I don't want to offend you again. I don't want to offend people, but some of these cities in the United States are a lot like in the decline, while Moscow, St. Petersburg, these cities are really, really up there. Like they're rising in beauty, in population, in work. So yeah, thank you so much, Nevin, for bringing that up. And prices are only going way, way higher in cities in America. Okay, that photographer has done magic trick. Yeah. S- from experience, Jay, like in the apartment that I live in, guys, I have it's a 3 bedroom, but Russians count even the living room as a bedroom. It looks small, but when you start living here for a long time, you get used to that smaller area and you get used to using it a lot better. And just from experience living in this like Soviet apartment, because I live in a Soviet apartment, I used to think it was small, but now I realize, okay, this is actually pretty big. It's actually pretty big. Okay, let's move on to the next um, location in Moscow. It has this one to Westerners. I have 2 bedrooms in this one. I moved full time to Moscow from the United States. Congratulations, man. Hopefully you're having a great time. Okay, let's go to the next one here. I think you guys are gonna really, really flip out on this next one because this next one's insane amount of money. Doesn't have a lot of pictures, but let's let's get ready for the next one. Okay, we're gonna do the we're gonna do the old game again that we've been doing in these lives. The next apartment is for $3,455. So, guys, again, If you're watching this stream, welcome. We were going over the prices of renting an apartment per month. The totals that you're seeing on the screen, these are monthly prices. Now we got to the most expensive one today in Moscow that I'm putting up. There's way more expensive ones, but if you're ready for this, again, uh, we are going to move now to the most expensive one in Moscow that I found today. Please do again uh, try to get ready for what the heck you're about to see. Here we go. Yes, of course. Here we go. Here we go. Boop. Okay. 108 meters squared meters, sorry. It is on the fourth level, and it says it has 5 bedrooms, but one of the bedrooms has to be the living room. So here we go. It's so funny. I just had to show it. Okay, let's look at these photos here. These are not they don't have a lot of photos, and I'll show you why it costs so much. That's the building outside, I guess. Some of these advertisements are sometimes fake, obviously, but I think why they're charging so much is because they're this close to the center. And that's not really that close. So I'm using this as an example of do not overpay for your apartments. Okay. You need to get someone who's experienced. Do not pay $3,455 for this garbage location. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. If you're gonna pay $3,455, at least get something that's furnished, something that's a little bit closer to the center. You could pay for something a little bit closer to the center for less money. Like $3,455 for that is ridiculous. This is a message to you guys. Do not believe everything that you see on the internet. Yeah. So that's an example of what not to look at if you're looking for something to rent. All right. And now we're gonna move to outside of St. Petersburg and Moscow. Finally, we get out of these damn cities, man. Where is this next one gonna be? Okay, the next location, and I can't pronounce this place right for the life of me. Uh, but the reason why we're doing this next one is not only because I have a friend that talks about this place, but my wife's father is from Voronezh. Voronezh? Voronezh. So Voronezh is it's south of Moscow. It's a beautiful city. It's a thriving city. It's probably one of the best places to move in Russia. And we're going to be looking at apartments there. Now you're going to see a drastic drop in price. You're going to see a drastic drop in price. Um, I'm going to show it to you right now what the next price is going to be, and you guys can imagine what the apartment is going to look like. Okay, so I'm going to put the price on the screen for you guys. So this one's going to be for $278 a month. Okay, look at that look at that drastic drop. Look at that drastic drop. We were talking about like 1,000 in St. Petersburg, 1,000 in Moscow, $600. Like, no, now we're looking at $278 a month. And the city that we're looking in is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. I'm gonna show you photographs of this place before we go and look at the apartment. Here we go. These are going to be stock photos, I think, from the city itself. Hopefully that's correct. So I hope these are stock photos of the city. You see how beautiful that is? Yeah, this is a panorama view on from the top. This is the city. Look at that. We will be looking at Vladivostok today. We will be looking at Vladivostok. So imagine paying $278 to live in a city that looks like this. Okay? Really, really cool. Now let's look at the apartment. And here we go. This is going to be the apartment. Now, of course, it's a lot simpler, but in my opinion, it's not a bad thing for $278. Most of the bathrooms that we have in Russia, like if it's in a small town or small city, you're gonna have the washing machine in the shower just like this. I lived like that in Irkutsk for a long time. That's the view from the apartment. Nice little small kitchen. So yeah, $278. Yeah, just type your question, Edelwolf. Um, so when you're talking about minimum wage, and this is a video that I'm going to be making in the future, when you're looking at these prices, just know that some people can pay 5 times that price and they're Russian. Some people can pay 10 times that price and they're Russian. So the minimum wage in Russia, it's very fluid. The minimum wage in Russia, it's not like it's you're not gonna see it on the Google. Okay, a lot of people lie. Um, just you have to like, what job do you have? A nomadic post. Tell me what job you have, and then tell me how good you are at that job, and you can be very successful in Russia, or you can be not so successful. So minimum wage, monthly average for Russians, I don't believe in it because I'm probably one of the poorest people in my town, but they say that Siberia in general makes way less money. So I don't know how to answer that. Okay. Um, Nomadic, if you want, we can talk on Telegram and you can tell me what kind of jobs you know how to do or like what else you want to know, and I can talk to you directly. So you promised to release the list of the countries for, yeah. So I'm not the one in charge of releasing the list. I'm only in charge of what I do on my channel. And I promised that I would report on it as soon as it came out. And I've kept my word on the different videos that I said I was going to do, like jobs, but I can't keep my word on the list if the list is not released yet. Hi, I'm from South Africa. Can you show Vladivostok? Yes, we will be showing Vladivostok today. Thank you so much for your support. We're going to be showing Vladivostok, and we're going to be showing people places that they want to see. So if you want to see something that we haven't shown, you can go ahead and ask. Um, the majority of the apartments will be furnished from experience only that I know in Irkutsk. Usually they will have like beds, they'll have a kitchen, like with a stove. You're not gonna have like an empty apartment. Those are usually the ones that are for sale. If you're gonna buy one that's for sale, they usually take everything. Yeah, many are furnished if you're going to rent. It's a possibility. Yeah, we're gonna go over rural area apartments. Let's move on with the program. We just took about 5 minutes to answer some questions. Okay, let's move on to the next one now. The next one is gonna be also outside of St. Petersburg and Moscow. We're gonna stay in the same city of Voronezh, but we're gonna go up a little bit in price. Voronezh. Okay, so we're gonna show you, of course, the price first, so you guys can get an idea of what the cost is gonna be. I mean, what the apartment's gonna look like. So the next one is gonna be for $557. This is gonna be in the same city. We're staying in the same city. I think you guys will be really interested in this one. Remember, if you're a person who's gonna come to live to Russia who's retired, $557 should be nothing to you. If you have like a partner who's retired, but also if you have a really good job, say you start your own company, $557 is really, really low, even for Russia. So let's look at the apartment now. This one's a little bit small, but I think it's not bad. It is one room, 42 square meters. It is number eight, floor number eight of 25. Well, usually, and I have to say this before we show the apartment. Usually, when a building has more than five, it's a little bit more modern apartment. From in my town, we don't have buildings much bigger than three floors. Sometimes we have five, but three floors in old Soviet towns or old towns, three floors is big. Five is a lot, but more than five, you're talking about an established city with new buildings. Okay, I just have to let you guys know that. So you can see this one has 25 buildings here, 8 of 25. You see that 8 of 25. Here we go. Look at the interior. Really nice interior. Already more modern. Yikes. Nice little mirror entrance. The bathroom is set up to where the washing machine is really good, connected with the rest of the bathroom. New bedroom with the new mattress. Beautiful bedroom, actually. So this bedroom is cut in half with the living room. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. When Russians say that there's a three bedrooms, two bedrooms, usually they count the living room as one. This one has the bedroom in the living room. That is the bedroom they're talking about, guys. And I wouldn't be surprised if the kitchen is in the same part as the living room. Keep that in mind. Okay, the kitchen seems to be separated, but sometimes they're connected. Oh, small little kitchen. Look at that. Nice little kitchen. All electric, has an oven. Holy moly, has an oven that's probably working really good. Old apartments have ovens that don't work so well. Now let's look what part of the city it's in. Oh, basically at the center of the city. Look at that. $557. This is a good find. Yeah, this is a really good time. This is a really good one. That was $557 in one of Russia's best cities. Okay. Oops. We're gonna keep moving here because we're gonna get to the ones that you guys have been asking for, like Vladivostok and out of nowhere places, rural areas. Okay. I think I'm gonna show one more from Voronezh. Yes, I'm gonna show you guys one more. I'm gonna show you one more. Just stick with me here. This next property is gonna be for uh $601. $601, and it's gonna be in the same city of Voronezh. Then we're gonna move out of the city. Okay. This is gonna be 2 rooms, 64 square meters. Here we go. 2 rooms, 64 square meters. Uh, 4 out of 21 levels. Okay, you can see this is a new building. This building is a little bit more modern. Has the name of the building there. Ebropeiski, something like that. It has a lobby entrance, number 4. That's the room, main bedroom. Kitchen. The kitchen is slacking, guys. Not liking that kitchen. Caught slacking. Nope. Kitchen is pretty big though for like a seating area. Has a living room, and that's it. $600 for this. I don't know. I guess the furniture makes it look bad, but let's see what part of the city it's in. Okay, it's at the center of the city, basically. I guess that's why the price is that much. But in my opinion, I wouldn't pay a little bit extra money. This apartment was not so good looking. Yeah, that wasn't so good. 557. I pay $600 a month for 1 room with shared accommodations. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I think you could have your own. I mean, of course, you're gonna have to take your income to Russia. You're gonna have to work in Russia, so it's gonna be uh, it's gonna be a little bit hard to live off of what you make. Like your job transferring it to Russia, I understand. But anyways, this city is really nice. The locations for both of them were really good. The city is one of the best cities in Russia, and I say that because my father-in-law came from there. All right. Let's see, guys. Now it's time to move on to outside of the places that you probably know. And we're going to a place. Um, can you guys type in chat if you know what Krasnoyarsk is? Anybody here know the city of Krasnoyarsk? Now we're talking about Siberia, real Siberia. I want to show you the prices and what they look like, the apartments in real Siberia. So we're going to Krasnoyarsk. Um, my my wife's best friend lives in Krasnoyarsk. She moved there not too long ago, so I'm going to be visiting this city in the future, making videos from there. And yeah, I think Krasnoyarsk is probably one of the best cities in Siberia. Definitely, definitely better than Novosibirsk because it's a lot like it's a smaller vibe to Krasnoyarsk, and it's like the real Siberian experience. Number one is still Irkutsk, but Krasnoyarsk is a close second. Um, let's see. Jay, Irkutsk is number one. Okay. Okay, guys, let's look at what we're looking for in Krasnoyarsk. Here we go. I'm going to put the price on the screen for you. Remember, the cities that I'm showing right now are flourishing cities. These are not like random places that you can't do anything in. Like you could actually make your living. Excuse me, you can make your living in these cities. These cities are with a lot of job opportunities, and I recently made a video about jobs. These cities are retirement worthy. So right now we're going over these type of cities, these type of apartments. After we're done with this, we're gonna show you out of nowhere, like in the middle of nowhere places. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the new listing, which is in Krasnoyarsk, and we're looking at $332. Here we go. Nice little bathroom that we're starting off with. Um, Yeah, the bathroom looks not too bad, guys. This bathroom looks better than some bathrooms. This bathroom looks better than some of the bathrooms that we saw in Moscow and St. Petersburg. That's funny. Oh my god. It's sometimes like that. Look at that. God, I'm telling you, this is the irony in this. In Russia, you never know if like you're in Moscow and you're in some high-end place, but the bathroom is absolute garbage. And then you end up in a city in like Siberia and their bathroom has everything you need and it's actually well taken care of. I'm so It's so funny to me. Okay, let's get out of the bathroom. Pretty nice kitchen, a lot of space for sitting down and cooking. Very nice kitchen. So as you can see, the kitchen acts like the living room and the bedroom. This is how a lot of Siberian apartments are, guys. This is exactly what some of the apartments in Siberia look like. This is what I want to show you guys. That's really important. What we're seeing here is the the way it's set up is its kitchen, live the kitchen table, living room, and bedroom, all in one big square. Then it has the bathroom separately. That's how I lived in Russia for the first year. I used to live in a single room apartment with Ksenia when we moved in together. When we moved in together, I could throw from my bed into the sink in the kitchen, whatever. It was really close. That is what a lot of them look like. So yeah, the price for that is $323, but keep in mind, this is a growing city as well, a big Siberian city. So I need to stand up and stretch. One second. Uh, Sorry, guys. Uh, Okay, so we're back. Hello, if you're just joining us, we're showing apartments in Russia. These are monthly prices. What you're seeing on the screen is the monthly cost of the last apartment we just showed, and we're gonna move on to the next one. Um, this next one should be somewhere different. Okay, yes. So this next one is gonna be in my hometown, or my home city of Irkutsk. Now we're moving deeper into Siberia and we're making our way to Vladivostok. So remember, Siberia has many cities that have over 400,000 population. Okay, Siberia is not like a desolate, barren place. It's a place that actually has people, and a lot of these cities actually are flourishing. And if you're planning on moving to Russia, you should probably look into moving into Siberian cities because you have more opportunities, or you have more opportunities of creating a business and having less competition, which gives you the ability to have better prices. A lot of people do that. Okay. Okay, we can look in Omsk. Dan, check Omsk city in Siberia. I live in it, and it's not worse than Krasnoyarsk. I think he's saying it's not as bad as Krasnoyarsk. Okay, we're gonna show you now. The next one is gonna be in the city of Irkutsk. This is the price of 1 month in my city. Okay, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like now after I take some water. Hey guys, if you're still watching and you can hear me, just press W in chat again. Let's do the W bomb on the chat. We have about 200 people watching. We've been recording for almost an hour. I'm trying my best to Make sure that you guys are getting pretty good content here. It's almost 12 o'clock at night, and I have to stream this late because a lot of you guys are in good time zones. So just spam W for me. Spam W while I get the next thing ready. Um, Again, this is going to be in the city of Irkutsk, and I think after that we're going to go to Vladivostok, and then we're going to go in other places, whatever you decide, all over Russia. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for being active on the chat. I really appreciate it. Here we go. I hope you guys don't offend me. Okay. Am I still on? I think my connection went bad a little bit. Um, okay, I think maybe we're back. You guys may have almost logged me off with the W's. That was awesome. I had a little lag spike. Okay, guys, this is the city of Irkutsk. If you don't know where the city of Irkutsk is, I want to show you on the map here. Okay, here we have St. Petersburg up here. Okay, this is Moscow. Those are the most famous cities of Russia. And you're going to have to zoom out quite a bit and come all the way on this side. You're going to see a big, giant lake. Irkutsk is the city that sits on the edge of the Angara River, the one and only river that comes out of Lake Baikal. So let's see the Irkutsk apartment. This one is for $222 a month. Not a bad price, in my opinion. There you go. This one is not furnished. Bring your own bed. That is a typical bathroom that I knew in my area. Not too bad, actually. There's worse than that. This is the view. That's it. That's it. That is depressing. Again, Siberia is not for everyone, but for $222, if you can retire here, if you want to retire in Russia, you want to look at the price range from 200 to $300, and the majority of the Siberian cities will give you that option, okay? The truth is, if you want to retire and you can live alone in a building like this, 200 to $300 is the average price for a Siberian apartment. Um, Mama Doc, we've already done the show for houses. We're gonna be publishing. I'm gonna be working with one of our my moderators, Jay. We're gonna try to make some content like this in the future. But we've already done houses. I'll do houses in the future again. Western Wanderer. Another interesting topic about this is that in Irkutsk Oblast, we pay $5. We pay $2 for electricity and $3 a month for water here where I live right now. We pay $2 a month for electricity and $3 a month for water. We pay $5 for our electric and water bill here in this oblast. So keep that in mind that you're not paying too much more after you pay your rent in certain areas. Yeah. Let me now move on to Vladivostok. After that, I'll go to the places you guys want me to go to. I need to put on my 1 second. It's killing me. I had to put something on for my back. If you don't know, I'm an Afghanistan war veteran, and in the war, I got my shoulder ripped out, and having one arm makes it to where your back works extra. And I have two slip discs, so if I'm doing this, sorry, I have two herniated discs in my back, and that's why I put on this waist thing. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. Um, let's move on to the next place. We're going to Vladivostok. We usually don't show Vladivostok. Interesting fact is Vladivostok used to be a closed city. Really cool, right? You didn't used to be able to travel there, but now it's open. And here we go. We're doing Vladivostok next. Okay, this one's gonna be for oh, not even too bad. I don't know. I've never been to Vladivostok. So this price might be true, might be wrong. I don't want to thank you so much, Raven, for the support. Let's see. This next one, I'm gonna show you guys the price. This is for Vladivostok. A lot of you guys were asking for this, so please stay tuned to see what Vladivostok apartment looks like. $245 a month. When I was looking for apartments in Vladivostok, I didn't think that this was the pricing, but I found another one around that same price. Let's look at what Vladivostok looks like. Here we go. All right. So, oh wait, let me show you how big it is first. You're looking at 36 square meters. Yeah, that's not too big. It's a one-room apartment for how much was it? $245. But it's not too bad because once I show you the location, you're gonna be like, okay, that's pretty good. That's that one bedroom and the kitchen. Not bad. The kitchen's pretty big. The bathroom is banging. How is the bathroom better than someone from Moscow and St. Petersburg? Some of these bathrooms, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. I like this bathroom. The standing shower is much better because it gives you more space to have a real laundry, like the washing machine. Not bad at all, guys. Now let me show you the location. Okay, that's Vladivostok. Let's zoom in. It's not too far from the center, I'm guessing. I'm guessing the center somewhere over here. You see that? So that is not too bad. This is under $300 for it looks like it's under $300 and it's not bad at all. That was Vladivostok. I think that the average price for everything has been around $550. Everything combined that we showed today has been around 500 and something dollars, right? Now let's go ahead and use the map and find something in the middle of nowhere. Let's look for something in the middle of nowhere. Here we go, guys. We're gonna do it live. This is the kind of stuff you guys like to see, I think. I think you guys like seeing random live stuff. So we're gonna do random live stuff. Here we go. So here's Siberia. Let's look at something near the Urals. Somewhere near the Urals, something like this. Oh, not. Look at this place. This random little town. What is this? Serov. Serov. I saw some crazy ones. Okay, these. Okay, these. This is outside of the city of Serov in a random attachment part of the town, and this is for 18 square meters. 18 square meters for 10,000 rubles. If you're desperate, you can move to this place. You're looking at $111. This is hilarious. If you guys are desperate and you're running from your old life, you can move to this place for $111. There you go. Okay, let's go to Yakutsk. Let's go to Yakutsk. Then we'll go to Krasnodar. Хорошо. Okay, then we got rid of this. Let's go to Yakutsk, guys. A lot of you guys want to see what it's like up there. Where there it is. What the? It has like nothing for rent. What is going on here? This is really interesting. It shows like it has very few things for rent. I don't know why, but this one shows that it has really few things for rent. Perhaps it's like I don't know. That's odd. Okay, let's keep looking here. We have two places. This one's for 85,000. That's $947 to live in the coldest place on earth that's inhabited all the time. I think it's the coldest city on earth that's always like inhabited with a certain amount of people. I'm gonna put the price so you guys can be like, why would anybody pay $947? Because I know a lot of you guys can't handle the cold. So don't nobody act like you're brave and you're ready to live in the far east of Russia. $947. Let's see what it gets you. It gets you, yikes. It's 72 square meters, not bad. The fourth floor, four rooms. You see my cat? Sheena. Pushini. Okay, yeah, let's go back to this is almost you could pay a little bit less in St. Petersburg. We were looking at the prices in St. Petersburg, and some of them were for less than $947. And this is for living in the coldest city on earth, I think. Yeah, no. In Russia, if you have an apartment that has 5 floors or less, you're not gonna have a lift or an elevator for the ones who speak American English. Yakutsk is not the place for you if you're running away from it. That's funny. Yeah, this is definitely not the place you wanna run to if you're running away from high heating bills. And the interesting thing about Yakutsk is, like, some people, their cars have to be on a lot during the night. We even have our car sometimes has to turn on in the middle of the night in winter, so I can imagine what it's like in Yakutsk. Absolutely crazy. That's insane. Okay, guys, give me another place to look at. Oh, we said Krasnodar, da? Okay, we're gonna go to Krasnodar on the live. Let me see if I can find it first, because I'm not sure where it is. Should be on the coast here. Oh, I found it. Okay, we can do it. Here we go. Boop. There we are. Now we're in the Black Sea coast. You can see. I think this is the Sea of Azov here, and you have the Crimean. One of these. Which one's the Crimean Bridge? Maybe this one. Shout out to Kevin from American in Crimea, my buddy. Um, this is Krasnodar, I think. Yes. Okay, let's see what the in the middle looks like. Okay, 27,000. No, this looks more real. 100,000. Yes. Okay, 45,000 seems to me that that's like a reasonable price for this area. 40,000. Yes, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do this one because this is a newer one. So I'm gonna go ahead and convert it to dollars. $445. Let's go here. And when we look at it, remember, take into account now where in the world is it. Now we're talking about one of the warmer places in Russia. Okay, we're talking about you have a sea right next to you. Well, not right next to you, but you have like a sea that you can go to, right? So please do take into account the location of this place. Nice, nice, nice. Wow, it's just amazing. $445 a month. This seems to be one of the newer buildings, new apartments. Um, yeah, we already did Novosibirsk. That's right. Well, maybe it is. Let's see. Oh, it is a. Oh, you know what it is? It's that it's a new apartment, and they probably used like they probably used the example photos. Okay, let's just use one that's not generic. Like, well, this is 20,000. Okay, we should know that this one's real. 50,000 seems real, and it's almost at the center there. 3 rooms, 100 square meters. Okay, that's a good one, guys. $557. Let me put this up on the screen for you. After this one, we're going to take questions, or we're going to have a little bit of a discussion again. So $557. We are now in Krasnodar. This is a beautiful city in a more nice temperatured, I guess, place of Russia. The tiger blanket, like Mexicans. It's comedy. Wooden furniture, rather. I lost my lid. There it is. Wow, that is a nice kitchen. That kitchen is nice. This happens to be one of the more complete apartments that we found. This is another one that Jay mentioned, like have a house that's roomy, a kvartira that like is a really roomy. This one right here, you can move your whole family to for $557. You can raise your kids there. You can raise, your future family there. This one right here is the one you want. 100 square meters, 4 rooms, and in a very, very good place of Russia. The weather is not so bad there. You're not going to have extreme winters like you have in other parts of the Russian Federation. So let's keep looking here. Nice view from the bed from the kitchen. Beautiful living room. a really nice bathroom. Wow, I love it. Guys, when I build my house, the reason why I'm talking about bathrooms is because um in my apartment right now, it's not the best bathroom, and I can't wait to build my own house where I can build the bathroom how I want it. I want a big bathroom like Mexican style. Mexican bathrooms, traditional ones are really big and spacious, and you have a room to take a shower and come out and clean your hair, fix your clothes. Like a ranch bathroom is really big and spacious. And here in Russia, they're not so big and spacious. And that's why I'm looking at the bathrooms and I judge them. This one that we just saw is the best one that we've seen all night. Guys, this is the best apartment we've seen all night. It is the best pricing for the best bang for your buck. A big apartment in the best location. Let's look at the location again so you guys can understand where it is in the world. You see that? You see how close it is to the ocean? I mean, to the sea? And you have Sochi right there. Okay, you have Crimea right there. And you just go north and you'll be somewhere in Moscow. You can see that it's a really, really good part of Russia. Like a lot of people, they dream about going to such places. They can't handle the cold. That's part of Russia that they usually go to. That is the part of Russia that a lot of people go to if they can't handle the cold. Guys, today we've been going over the rent in Russia. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Also, check out the most recent videos. Um, I'm trying my best to stay active so that you guys get more information. I don't know anybody else who's doing this now as much as I am, and I'm doing it because I know we're in times of need of information. It's pretty crazy, guys. It's pretty crazy. A lot of people really want to know more stuff about cost of living, cost of rent, cost of houses, laws, how Russians are in general, and I'm trying to do that for you guys. Yeah, I will be doing some ice fishing in winter. So we're gonna move on to the viewers' questions. If you guys have any question in particular, uh, we will be doing now questions from you guys, and in the future, I will be doing, of course, hopefully, a joint live with Jay. She's gonna be helping me run a stream from the background, teaching us a lot of things. Are they charging Americans and Europeans more for rent and buy? No, no, yes and no. Yes, if you try to do it by yourself. No, if you use a local, like a real estate agent or a friend. Keep that in mind. You can be overcharged if you're a foreigner, but that happens in every country, okay? Think about it. Do engine block heaters work over running your engine all night? There, are you asking about cars? Like, what are you talking about cars? Our cars sometimes do engine block heaters work over running your engine all night? Engine heaters? Block heaters? I don't know what that is. How did you farm in there? Is it cold? Okay, so the majority of Russia has about easily at least 3 months of summer. The majority of them have like, oh, sorry, clear months of summer, sometimes three. Like this year, we had 3 solid months of summer. Absolutely freaking amazing summer this year. We're still having warm weather. Well, we have greenhouses in Russia, okay? So A car will turn on automatically in winter here in Russia if you have a program for it, and it keeps the engine running. Yeah. So what our moderator SH here, my Siberian hermano is saying, there is like a program, a kit that you can connect to your car that automatically turns it on at a certain temperature. A lot of times in winter in Russia, in Siberia especially, you'll hear cars randomly turn on. Nobody's stealing your car. The car is simply turning on so that it warms its engine up so that it doesn't completely freeze overnight. So yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, public transportation is amazing in Russia. Really convenient. Not a lot of people buy cars if they live in major cities. One second. Another question. I'm not sure about this certain question, but because of sanctions, I don't really know how it works right now. All right. I really have no idea. I'm sorry about it, but I couldn't tell you. You can join my Telegram, and there's a lot of people who know more than any, like, there's people who know way more than me on my Telegram, and they can answer way more questions than I can. Okay. But thank you for asking your questions. Hey, by the way, guys, thanks for the likes on the stream. We have about 230 likes. Remember, when you like these streams, it lets the algorithm know that something good is happening, and it makes it to where I can continue to stream because the audience continues to come. Obviously, I'm not going to stream if nobody wants to see these things because I'm finding information that is irrelevant. But because you're all here and we're here together, this is relevant topic. All right. So it looks like you guys are out of questions. I want to show you. Uh, Let me see if I can get you guys exclusive footage right now. Hmm. Actually, I'm gonna be making a video about my wedding. So if you guys don't know, obviously by now, hopefully you know I got married. But I'm gonna be making a video. Jesus Christ, I drank so much water. I'm gonna be making a video about the wedding. And if you don't haven't seen my wedding yet, then all you have to do is go to my channel and go on live. You could actually see how my wedding was. My new house is gonna be in the town of Sluydanka. Is there national or provincial sales tax when you buy a chair? I'm not sure about taxes. I need to find out more things about that, guys. Okay, fine. We'll do one more in Sochi. We'll do Sochi. We're going to Sochi, guys. Here we go. Um, just be ready for this insane amount of rent. No way. I didn't know. See, this is what makes me question it, guys. I don't trust these prices. 25,000, I don't trust it. 30,000? I mean, it looks like a 30,000 apartment, holy crack. Oh my god. Okay, 53,000 seems more reasonable. It has 1 room, 42 square meters on the first level. The living room is in the kitchen. That is miserable, but that's what you get in Sochi for 53,000 rubles. How much is it in dollars? $590 for that miserable space. Honestly, if you this seems like California to me. This seems like California to me. Like, that right there is the smallest apartment that we've seen at a little bit almost it's in the middle range of prices that we showed all day, and that right there is disgusting. So if you wanna live in a small place, in a nice if you wanna live in a small house in a nice place, Sochi seems to be the place. Um, let's look at a very expensive place in Sochi so we can see the contrast. 180,000 rubles. I'm all for it. 100 square meters. There we go, that's a good one. 2,006 oh my god. Alright, we're back. You guys sucked me back in. You sucked me back in with these damn prices. We're back. Okay, we're about to look at a Sochi apartment with 100 square meters that costs $2,000 a month. This is at par with what we're looking at in California. There's the kitchen, nice little kitchen, table, living room, a bedroom, a second bedroom, a third bedroom, the bathroom, another bathroom. Not bad, actually. Not bad. No, not bad at all. There it is. It's really close to the ocean. I mean, to the sea. I keep calling it ocean because I'm from California. Sue me. Guys, this is not bad. That is not bad. $2,000 to live in Sochi a month. Again, if you're a retired person with a lot of money, not bad. Not bad at all. That's not a bad place. Do people rent out their country home over there in outskirts of Siberian cities? So one thing that people like to do out here is build if it's a nice place like next to a lake, next to a river. The Siberian people sometimes will rent their dacha areas to people who come from like Moscow or St. Petersburg. City people from the western part of Russia will usually rent these dachas from people in Siberia. Siberians have really beautiful like dachas. Um, and of course, other parts of the Russia have dachas too, but Siberia is just the best place on earth for nature. I don't think that there's a better place to have a dacha than in Siberia in summer. It's very hard to have a better place than Siberia in summer because you have eternal forests, eternal amount of water everywhere. I could compare it with like Canada, but Canada, I don't think that is as populated as Russia. Like Siberia actually has people in so many places, and I think Canada is more like in certain little hubs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Canada is populated like Russia. I don't think so. Let's see the population of Canada. Okay, here we go. Yeah, again, I knew it. It's exactly what I thought it would look like. Here we go. I'm about to stream this to you guys. Um, Wait. Let me show you that. So, can you guys see this? Can you guys see the map of Canada here? When I say that I think that Canada is not like Russia, is because there's a little area here that has the majority of Canadians are like right here. There's not a lot of stuff over here. Obviously, this is there over here as well, but I don't think it's the same case in Russia. I just feel like in Russia it's spread out through Siberia. Let's look at uh, let's look at now what the population of Russia looks like. You know what? I was wrong. I'll admit it, I was wrong. Now that I'm looking at this map, it looks exactly like Canada. Classical. No, 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 no. It's hard to find the kind of map that I just found for Canada. Here we go. Okay, no, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. Here we go. Here we go. So if you guys can see this, um, Russia has populations. You can see that orange, dark orange belt. You can see that orange belt there coming around here at the bottom. And I live in this part of Russia, but they're still following the rivers. You see the river systems? The Russian people are blessed. The Russian people are blessed because you can see the little veins of darker orange around the bottom, but then you see light orange following the rivers. Yeah, this country is absolutely blessed. You see the orange coincides with the rivers. This here is the Angara River, I think. You see there's civilization all up that river. So happy that I got to like that's what I was talking about. Because these rivers in Russia are massive. They go everywhere. They're big and they really flow for a long time. And civilization needs water. Yeah, exactly, Edelwulf. Exactly. In America, you will have a lot of towns settled next to the Mississippi and the Colorado and the what else do we have? The Missouri River as well, I think. All right. Well, guys, if there's no big major questions, I really want you guys to watch my latest video. And it regards it to like land in Russia. Also, if you want to support this channel, you can always support better on Boosty. The link is in the description. Feel free to support the channel. The next video is going to be about camping my wedding, and hopefully the list comes out. Um, right now I'm using my iPhone, and there's a light behind it. God, I hate this. This to me is the dumbest thing, man. I hate when people say, "Is Russia a scary place?" Nobody says Russia's a scary place. I've never heard anybody say it except maybe two people. All right. No, you're not shadow banned. We don't ban or delete comments. Guys, we are not a channel that deletes or hides or does anything. The moderators here will kick you if you're being dumb, like a racist, or if you're being toxic, but we don't ban people. So you're not shadow banned. You're here with us. Check out my last yeah, we respect the freedom of speech on this channel. Again, we might not agree with you, but we're not going to censor you. I don't care if you have different opinions than me. I don't care if you dislike me. If you dislike me, I welcome you. You can come on here and talk to me and try to disagree with me or tell me what I'm doing wrong. This is always going to be open to the public. If one day you want to debate about something, or you want to or you want to tell me something, don't type it. You can come on live and you can tell me. I love this community. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Watch my latest video, guys. Bye.